Mozambique Tzu Chi volunteer shares her disaster relief experiences in Eastern Africa. Dalin Tzu Chi Hospital Dementia Center works with families to create a support system for dementia patients. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Siri Su. Thank you for joining us. At Tzu Chi's 4-in-1 camp in Taiwan, Mozambique Tzu Chi volunteer Denise Tsai shared about her disaster relief work experience in the aftermath of Cyclone Idai. She said that she has witnessed how the affected residents have stayed strong despite the devastation brought by the disaster. In March of this year, Cyclone Idai devastated 3 countries in Eastern Africa. Tzu Chi volunteers who went there to provide disaster relief have seen the strength of the affected residents. Global Tzu Chi volunteers have also done their best to help the affected residents.
Working at the front line, we want to help the affected residents. However, without the love of Global Tzu Chi volunteers, we would have felt helpless. Therefore, I am very grateful. I also hope that everyone will continue to help us and deliver your best wishes.
Denise Tsai, who has been carrying out Tzu Chi's missions in Mozambique, shares her experience in delivering disaster relief. Seeing the hardship endured by people in Africa, the camp participants vowed to work harder to spread love.
So many people in Africa need help. After attending this class, I've discovered that love crosses all boundaries. Therefore, we should immediately spread love to different corners, not just Africa, but also other places.
The overseas volunteers attending the Tzu Chi 4-in-1 camp are inspired to work together to bring hope to more forgotten corners of the world. As we mentioned, Tzu Chi's 4-in-1 camp has been held in Taiwan. Before the camp began, Tzu Chi volunteers from Myanmar have visited Shuanghe recycling station to learn from the local recycling volunteers. Many Myanmar Tzu Chi volunteers remarked that they want to bring the skills they learned here back home. The volunteers at Tzu Chi Shuanghe Recycling Educational Center welcomed a group of overseas Dharma family. Before the 4-in-1 camp began, Myanmar Tzu Chi volunteers have come to learn about recycling mission.
Taiwan is where Tzu Chi was established. After coming here to learn, we can bring back what we learned to Myanmar.
In addition to listening to how local volunteers promote recycling, the visitors also take part in sorting recyclables, learning while working.
Many elderly Bodhisattvas sort the recyclable materials here. I feel very happy watching them. They protect planet Earth with both of their hands.
The Master has taught us about periods and its sources. Every one of us should cherish resources, not wasting a drop of water.
Through the visits, some volunteers have rekindled their initial aspiration in doing recycling.
I can be considered the first volunteer who did recycling in Myanmar. I did it for many years. Later, I had to take a break due to my health issues. I hope to start anew after going back to Myanmar.
After learning from their counterparts in Taiwan, Myanmar Tzu Chi volunteers are firming their resolve to carrying out Tzu Chi's recycling mission. There's a Tzu Chi care recipient who lives with her husband in Malacca, Malaysia. When she hit the lowest point in her life, Tzu Chi volunteers were there for her every single step of the way. It has already been 16 years since an initial helpless phone call for financial assistance. She has overcome her struggles and become a happy Tzu Chi recycling volunteer.
Smiling year to year, Lim Neha will always go volunteer at the recycling station 1 day a week.
Recycling is like exercising. It's good for your health. It feels really good when I sweat it out. In addition, I'm helping other people in need.
I think everyone works really well together. Neha is really mindful and does a great job, especially when it comes to folding the cardboard boxes. She has a lot of strength, and she does a wonderful job organizing it. I really admire her. In 2003, Lim Neha had financial difficulties and was feeling helpless. That was when her daughter, who was a Tzu Sao at that time, suggested that she ask for assistance from Tzu Chi.
I was very scared at that time. I didn't know who to turn to, and our eldest daughter wasn't living with us either.
Later, Nemnengha overcame her financial struggles, so Tzu Chi stopped assisting her financially. However, the volunteers never stopped caring for the family. Then in 2018, one helpless phone call from her restarted the regular visits of the Tzu Chi volunteers again.
There was a long period where I had a lot of sleep issues. It was because my husband was ill. I had so many worries in my head.
Yeah, she was completely stuck. She didn't know what to do. Her children were all working in faraway places. I just had this feeling that something wasn't right. So I gathered up some other Tzu Chi volunteers and we headed over to her home to visit her. We invited her to go do recycling with us to put her in a better mood. She can make some friends at the recycling station so she doesn't feel so isolated.
Thank goodness for Dharma Master Zheng Yan. She's like a living bodhisattva in this world. She has led so many Tzu Chi volunteers to our home to help us when we needed them the most. I can tell them all my worries and struggles in life. They will always tell me that everything was going to be fine and to let go of my worries.
16 years of companionship from the volunteers is like a bright light that lit up all the dark times the family had faced. All the Tzu Chi volunteers gave their love and care unconditionally throughout all these years. They have always been by my parents' side, and seeing how my father is getting better and better each day as a direct result, in the end, I am just so grateful for the volunteers.
In Malaysia, a Tzu Chi care recipient's mother suffered from kidney disease and had to undergo dialysis treatment. Since the care recipient could not afford the medical fees, he sought help from Tzu Chi. The volunteers provided medical subsidies and often visited this family. After his mother passed away, the man wants to do his share to pay the love forward.
I have to live with the consequences of the accident. It's no use crying over spilt milk. I have to accept my predicament. There are many other wonders in this world waiting for me to explore and experience. My mother will eventually grow old and become dependent. My mother was subsequently contracting kidney disease, so I sought help. I was at a loss. I'm thankful to Tzu Chi for supporting my mother until her eventual demise.
He's a very filial son. He wanted to do more, but he couldn't.
My younger sister would drive my mom around, and I'd stay at home to care for her. I'm incapable of anything else except taking care of my mother.
Her artificial blood vessel has been itchy and she kept tugging at it. The doctor was worried it could cause an infection, so he suggested not undergoing dialysis treatment.
Without undergoing dialysis treatment, the doctor predicted she would live only 2 weeks, but she thrived for a month. It must have been agonizing for her. It's really saddening.
For many other families who face a similar situation, it might be difficult for them.
Tzu Chi volunteers would take note of my mother's favorite food and prepare them for her and sing the songs to her. It's very touching. It's a moving occasion. The songs with nostalgic chords moves my mom. Although I'm wheelchair-bound, I'm still capable of helping others. To me, since I've received Tzu Chi's assistance, I should extend help to others in need. When everyone is mutually supportive and passing on the kindness, the world will become a better place.
2 years ago, Tzu Chi volunteers from Fujian, China, held a winter aid distribution in Liancheng for the first time. It was then they met senior Ma Faxian taking care of her children on her own. The volunteers' heart fell from the family and have continued their care ever since.
Knowing Tzu Chi volunteers are visiting, Ma Faxian had wanted to wait outside for them, but her body did not permit such a welcome. Ma is 81 years old, but she still needs to take care of her children. Her 40-some-year-old daughter heavily relies on others for her daily life. The volunteers are the rare few who are able to get close to her. Her 50-some-year-old son has leprosy. He doesn't like to communicate with people, nor is he able to stand up straight. The senior certainly has plenty of worries.
I am in a terrible state. I am unable to take care of them because I am old. I don't know what to do. They don't know what to do.
2 years ago, due to Tzu Chi's winter relief distributions, the volunteers met the Ma family. Now the volunteers do what they can on each visit. Volunteer Chen Hongqing, who works in a psychiatric hospital, tries some techniques to help the daughter relax.
Don't hold it so tight. Relax it a little, okay? That way your hand won't hurt.
The volunteers also approach the son about getting a haircut.
Let's begin cutting your hair this time, and next time we will cut more, okay? You will look great. Let's cut the hair together. Go bring the scissors.
With a new hairstyle, the son is grinning from ear to ear. Seeing her brother with a new haircut, the daughter also requested the same. This scene has finally put a smile on Ma's face.
I am happy the volunteers are here to visit me. You don't need to bring me anything. Just being here makes me happy enough.
Bidding farewell to each other, both the volunteers and care recipients look forward to the next encounter.
Tzu Chi volunteers in Keelung have been visiting Rengai Nursing Home for over 10 years. They often prepare many activities to entertain the seniors and have formed a great connection with them. This time, the 85-year-old grandma performed some magic tricks for everyone.
75 Tzu Chi volunteers brought laughter into the Renai Nursing Home. Tzu Chi regularly hosts activities to care for these seniors, and this time there are many new volunteers who joined the training this year.
We are here to learn from others' suffering. It made us understand that there are many people who need help and care, so we volunteer to dedicate our services.
I treated the seniors as my friends. I'm like an old friend or family member they haven't seen for a while. However, I'm very happy to see them because I can comfort them.
Parents gave birth to us and we're well and sound, and my children are all very filial. By joining Tzu Chi, I've seen more people in need of help.
The cheerfulness filled in the room. A grandma performed some magic tricks to entertain everyone. Here at the nursing home, seniors and volunteers are like a big happy family.
According to the statistics of Taiwan Alzheimer's Disease Association, 13.3% of seniors between the ages of 80 to 85 have dementia. In addition, Jiayi County is the area where the population ages the most. Dalin Tzu Chi Hospital Dementia Center medical team has worked with the patients' families to set up a support system. Dementia harms a person, damaging his mental and physical abilities. It also changes his personalities.
In the beginning, she would not accept the fact that she has dementia. When I tried to help her, she resisted the help. Then she wanted to do a better job, which made everything worse.
To care for their family member who have fallen ill, the patient's main caregiver cannot work. Caring for the patient 24 hours a day has put much stress on the family.
When we speak of dementia, there are two types. One type involves deterioration of brain cells, leading to problems in sending signals. This type is called Alzheimer's disease. It is when brain cells deteriorate. The other type is called vascular dementia. These two types make up about 90% of dementia cases.
Later, there were some symptoms, such as becoming skeptical about what I did. She would blame me for stealing her belongings. After seeing Dr. Cao, he told me about what was happening.
In case of Alzheimer's disease, the patient's cells deteriorate, starting with the hippocampus or the memory area. Therefore, the patients forget what they say after saying it. They would forget things. On the other hand, in the case of vascular dementia, the damage might be in the brain area in charge of exercise. Therefore, the patient's movements would slow down and his personality will change.
Since the patient's cognitive functions deteriorate, there's a limit to what medications can do. To help dementia patients and their family, Drs. Cao Wenlong and the Dalin Tzu Chi Hospital Dementia Center medical team head into the communities.
They are complementary of each other. Some people can take care of several seniors, while some people go to prepare food. Others can perform instruments. Overall, the interaction is very good.
As the patients' families help each other, the seniors and their families join this harmonious big family. The patients' families can exchange their experiences and support each other, lessening the pressure of caring for their ill family. Recently, nearly 300 friends of DaAi have returned to the DaAi TV station for a special gathering. Before they arrive at the DaAi TV station, many volunteers were already busy with the preparation work. A group of kitchen volunteers started to prepare all the refreshments at 7 a.m. in the morning.
Wearing traditional indigenous clothing, playing the guitar and singing songs is a Tzu Chi volunteer from Beinan Township. Along with sign language performances, these volunteers are going to showcase their gratitude toward the many friends of DaAi.
So we're just practicing together what we're going to showcase to them, so that when they return back home, they would feel our best wishes toward them. Also, how much we appreciate their overall support.
The volunteers are diligently rehearsing together the song I Wish You Happiness. They hope the song will warm the hearts of the many friends of DaAi that are visiting the center. At the same time, there are 2 other people helping out with the event as well.
I feel really grateful that I get the opportunity to be a part of this event, to document the so many touching stories that took place. In fact, I'm the one that is most moved by the sharings.
We have prepared some snacks. For the morning, there's radish cakes. At noontime, there will be fruit plates. And for the afternoon, there's bread. Everyone is all working with a joyful heart, not tiring at all. Picking up the scissors and carefully cutting off a banana for each person as a snack. On the other side, the volunteers are placing the warm bread on the plates. Everyone started to prepare the refreshments since 7 a.m. in the morning. However, they're all smiling year to year, hoping that the many friends of DaAi will get a sense of home from these food items.
As we mentioned, nearly 300 friends of DaAi from both Taichung and Zhanghua returned to the DaAi TV station for a special gathering. They got to hear first-person sharings of DaAi drama and the disaster relief mission in Eastern Africa.
Clapping their hands while singing the welcome song, volunteers wholeheartedly welcomed the friends of DaAi back to their second home. Nearly 300 friends of DaAi from both Taichung and Zhanghua all came to the DaAi TV station. They were captivated by the sharing of the real-life character portrayed in a recent DaAi drama. In addition, they also participated in an interactive prize-winning Q&A session.
It was due to the sudden passing of my father that I realized just how impermanent life is.
Other than getting to know the behind-the-scenes portion of the DaAi drama, they also visited the construction site of the second phase of the Tzu Chi Culture and Communication Center. It's set to be finished by next year.
今年年底外观基本外观拢甲控好，因为这个包梯啊。
当你走进那个山，它是一大片的，那一大片呢，它冲走的就是这样的村庄。
Looking at the Eastern Africa disaster relief documentary, one can really feel the climate is imbalanced, with natural disasters occurring so frequently nowadays. And this is one of the main reasons why Dharma Master Zen Yen established DaAi Television, to spread positive media and environmental protection concepts worldwide. Why establish DaAi TV? Why establish Tzu Chi Culture and Communication Center? It's so that people's minds and hearts can be purified. In order to do that, we need both positive media and everyone's joint effort. With a sincere bow to thank all the friends of DaAi's ongoing support, they are the reason that DaAi TV is able to continue to spread positive media to more people worldwide.
Recently, the 10th Future China Global Forum was held in Singapore. Tzu Chi Singapore chapter was invited to share its experiences on international disaster relief and environmental protection. Tzu Chi volunteers hope to inspire the young people at the forum to make a difference in the world.
The theme for today's forum, Sustainable Growth, starts with youth, with capital Y-O-U.
Business leaders, investors, and scholars have gathered at the forum to exchange their experiences. Tzu Chi Singapore chapter was also invited to talk about international disaster relief and environmental protection.
This topic coincides with the spirit and principles of Tzu Chi. Our foreign topic this year is Start from Youth, starting with yourselves. I think it is very similar to how Tzu Chi advocates purity at its sources.
Everybody plays a role in protecting the environment. 不要因为善小而不为，也不因恶小而为之。
At the Business China Youth Forum, the discussion focused on the roles of young people amongst the development of the current and future societies.
Today, we've come here to share our experiences on environmental protection because sustainable development in the future is closely related to protecting the earth. We also wanted to share information on international disaster relief and our charity missions so that young people can also contribute to society in a positive way.
The actions and decisions of people will impact the future of the society. Caring for societal development, the forum participants are doing their share to enhance the development of society as a whole. In the United States, Long Island Tzu Chi Youth Orchestra has held its annual performance at a local church. It again proves that love crosses our religious differences. We'll leave you with these images at the end of our program. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.